I got to a space where I was feeling a little burnt out. I would have anywhere from about 8 to 11 one-on-one clients. And so I just was kind of like, you know what? There has to be a simpler way that I do things. And so this is the approach that I call the core offer approach. You can have offers that complement that offer, right? But maybe you do offer VIP days, or maybe you offer intensives, or maybe you have a mini course. Hey girl, hey, I'm pausing this video really quick because this is actually the second part of a 4-part series. So in part 1, I talk all about the value ladder method, which is what I'm mentioning really briefly here. And I'll do a really short recap. But basically, if you want to dive deeper into it, you're going to want to check out the link in the description below for part 1 of this 4-part series. That's where I talk about the value ladder method and basically when you want to have offers on different levels of price points in your business model. This video, which is part 2, is going to dive into the core offer approach, which is actually what guided me on into multiple 6 figures. And it's when you really want to focus on having a honed in signature offer. So I'm going to go through that in this video. But again, definitely pause this video and go check out part 1 if you do want to hear more about the value ladder method. All right, let's go ahead and do a really quick recap of the value ladder method, and then I'll go ahead and dive into the core offer approach now. Now, the value ladder approach is actually where I started in my business. And I have to tell y'all, it definitely got me to my very first 6 figures in my business. But I actually had about 15 different offers at one time that I was selling, right? Because I had some lows, some mediums, some highs, right? Now, I pretty much played in the medium high space. And so for me, my low was actually $9.97. I did not offer anything in my business below $9.97. I had like a really small $14 thing that only people got in like my funnel. It was called a tripwire. And I would actually have people buy that $14 thing and then upgrade to what was a $7,500 to $10,000 package because they would do the $14 thing, book a call consultation with me, and then I would get them into my bigger package. So I had about 15 different things I was selling, but my low mostly was $9.97, and then it went up. Okay. Now I have 15 different offers, like I said, in my business model. And you know what? It got me started, but I actually transitioned into this second approach that I'm going to share with you. And what I love to do is give my clients different approaches because I am not looking for you to be a carbon copy of me and my business and my clients. I'm going to present to you, sis, what has been most successful for myself, what has been most successful for my clients. And then we're going to tailor that to, okay, what do you like? What aligns with you? What fits best with your framework? What fits best with your industry? What fits best for your business goals and your money goals and your life, style and long-term goals and all that? What's going to be most sustainable for you and what works best for your clients? So there's a lot of factors that we're going to take into play. Don't worry. That's why I'm by your side for you to do it. That's why some of y'all are trying to do it yourself. Okay. Get another pair of eyes, get some support. But with that being said, that did work for me. So again, I tell people all business models work. So I definitely hit my very first 6 figures, a little bit over that for sure, using that business model. But I got to a space where I was feeling a little burnt out. I would have anywhere from about 8 to 11 one-on-one clients. And so I just was kind of like, you know what? There has to be a simpler way that I do things. And so this is the approach that I call the core offer approach. So this is when you are creating a signature core flagship offer. So that's why I call it your core offer. It is the core thing that you offer to your clients and offer to your community members in your business model. So for me, this is just my story, okay? This doesn't have to be yours. I wanted a simpler business model. I saw people talking about getting to multiple 6 figures and 7 figures with like one high ticket offer. And I was like, okay, where do they do that at? Okay. And yes, I was able to hit 6 figures with having multiple offers, in my business when I followed the value ladder approach. But I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm selling a million different things. Am I talking about this in my content this week, or am I talking about this one? Or like sometimes I get confused and say the wrong thing, or like if I'm on a client call, okay, I see 3 different things that they could buy. It was just a whole lot of options. And my question to myself was, why do I have all these options to work with me? If you want to work with me, here is the number 1 way to do it. Maybe here's another way. That's it. Why do I have 15 different ways? And like really, when you think about a subject matter expert, in my opinion, do they have 15 different ways to work with them? Or is there like core like offers that they have in their business? And so I really, stood the ground, right? I stood my ground on like, I have to call you to my core offers. One, I felt like that was what was going to support my clients the best. I want you to come into a space that I specifically intentionally designed every single thing about this to help this individual, just like you, a person who's in exactly where you are, with your messaging, with your mindset around being visible, around selling, the messaging that you need to be visible more powerfully, or to get your visibility to actually work for you and convert for you 2 to 5 times more, to 10x your business, all these things, right? I want to specifically help you do that. And this is the best place. This is the absolute best way that I can work with you to do that. And again, maybe there's one other way, but there's like 1 or 2. And so I really wanted to create more focus in my business because I felt like I was all over the place. I was confused, and confused audiences, they are not going to buy. Like, I'm just sorry. They're not going to raise their hand. They're kind of like, okay, there's 15 ways to work with her. Which way do I do? Blah, 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 blah. So I felt like I needed it to be simpler for me, and I needed it to be simpler for my most aligned clients. My most aligned clients, the ones that are truly meant for me, are not going to come and say, I want to pick between 15 ways to work with you. They're going to be like, Kierra, I know that I want to work with you, and I see that you have 2 ways to do that. I want to do this one. Or, Kierra, I know that I want to work with you. What's the best way for me to help, for you to help me do this thing? And that's it. And that really is the power of working with high ticket clients. And I don't mean high ticket just from the price point. I mean high quality clients who are really in a space of desiring transformation and desiring support and want help and are willing to show up for themselves and make that investment and say yes to themselves and give the support that they know that they want, but they also need. And when they come to you, they don't come trying to like nickel and dime you. They don't come trying to find a million discounts. They don't come trying to make sure that you prove to yourself all the things. They come ready. They come knowing, hey, I already want to work with you. What's the best way for me to do that today, Kierra? Hey, I already know that I want to work with you, and this is the price point maybe that I'm looking for, and do you have anything within that? But that's a different conversation from like, oh, I don't have anything to invest. That's a whole different conversation. I haven't attracted people into my world who are like, I can't invest anything in a very long time. I don't even know, like, it's been years. And I'm so grateful for that because my mindset shifted. My mindset shifted to, I only attract women who want to work with me, who want to invest in themselves, who know that there's investment required to do that. And they want high level service. They value true personalized messaging support. They value how I'm going to show up for them. They value being seen. They value being in a program that they're not a number in. They value being a person, a human being, someone with a powerful message, and have someone like me who actually wants to look at their stuff, who doesn't just say, okay, I'm going to help you sell this thing, but they don't know anything about what I actually do, who I actually help. They've never really looked at my framework. They never really looked at my offers. They never really looked at my messaging and all the foundational points that I need to really scale my business. And so that is powerfully valuable to my most high ticket client. And again, I'm not saying high ticket. I'm saying high value. I'm saying high quality. I'm saying ready for transformation. I'm saying growth minded, all of that. Okay. So I could go on and on with that because I love talking about the mindset that you need for your next level clients. If you have something coming up on that, let me know. If you're inside of the inner circle, bring that to our next call because I want to do some coaching on it. Plus we already have some resources to help you. If you're like new and just didn't like find them yet or something like that, let us know. But talking about the mindset that you need for next level clients is literally half the battle. We can talk all about the messaging to bring them in, right? But what's your mindset? Because otherwise you will repel them, okay? And then the business model that actually gets them in as well. So being able to shift over to the core offer approach with my business model was something that I just really feel like saved me. And so I'll actually break down, I have numbers for y'all, and I don't want to get these numbers wrong because I want to give you the true, okay? The true numbers. So I actually went back to take a look. All right. So first and foremost, when you do the core offer approach, this is the mindset you have to have. All roads lead to. So even if you have little stuff, all roads lead to this core place. Okay. So what I like to teach my clients is having a core offer and a complementary offer. Okay, so there's the core offer is your signature flagship. You can have offers that complement that offer, right? And they may be something like, okay, my mastermind, my inner circle, maybe your membership, right? That might be your flagship core offer, but maybe you do offer VIP days, or maybe you offer intensives, or maybe you have a mini course, right? Or maybe you do like a 30-day boot camp. There's some things that you do, but they all still do lead back to that core offer. So you're always really just selling your core offer. And I love teaching about that. I love talking about the content you need for that, how to make your power, content bank for that, all the things, right? The messaging that you need for that, all that. Okay. But you're going to have your core offer, and then you have a offer that like complements it, right? So that is something that you want to think about for you and your business. And I actually want to break down numbers. I want to show this to you. So the power of the core. So I have a story for you. Girl, yup, it's me again. I done paused the video in the editing room, but listen, it's because this story is juicy. And so we're going to pause it right here. Make sure if you are watching this series live, you come back next week to check out this case study. It is my personal case study where I am sharing the story of me signing my very first 5-figure client. And I'm so excited to share it with you. I want it to be insightful for you. It is my experience firsthand. So stay tuned. The video is dropping in a couple days next week. But if you are watching in the future where all of the videos for the 4-part series have been released, go ahead and click on the description and you will see the link for part 3 where I share the story. Okay, so I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Until next time, love, shine, and success in life, business, and everything in between. And sis, if you are loving this series, make sure that you share with a biz bestie, a mastermind sister, or an accountability buddy, another woman who you know needs to be monetizing her message even more powerfully, purposely, and profitably too. All right, I'll see you in our next video. So within 30 days, y'all, within 30 days, I signed 3 more clients. So in cash, I actually made $21,561.20. But that was a cash week, not sales, right? That was in 30 days. And it was literally me deciding that I wanted to have the core offer, and then me deciding, that I was going to revamp different parts of my messaging, my content, my mindset too.